we need to show that derivative of y with respect to x is given by negative of y log x over x log y whenever x and y are given in its parametric form. That means x and y both depends on the parameter t. So let's begin. We'll start with our given function, which is x equals to e raised to the power of cosine of 2t. And we are also being provided with the value of y, which is e raised to the power of sine 2t. So let's take the derivative of x with respect to the parameter t. So this will be equals to taking the derivative with respect to t of the exponential function e raised to the power of cosine 2t. We're going to use the fact that whenever we have derivative with respect to x of e raised to the power of x, the exponential function, it gives back the original function, which will be e raised to the power of x. So that means our derivative will be e raised to the power of cosine of 2t. But here we have cosine of 2t instead of t, so we will have to use the chain rule and multiply to derivative with respect to t of cosine of 2t. So that's going to give us e raised to the power of cosine of 2t multiplied to derivative of the cosine function is negative sine function. Since we have 2t here, this will be negative sine 2t. Again, we'll need to use the chain rule because we have 2t instead of t. So we'll have derivative with respect to t of 2t. So this is going to give us negative 2. The derivative of 2t is 2. We have this negative sign. So this will become negative 2 times sine 2t multiplied to e raised to the power of cosine 2t. So this is the value of derivative of x with respect to t. Right. Now we'll go to the function y. We'll take derivative on both sides with respect to t. So this will be equals to, so we have e raised to the power of sine 2t multiplied to derivative with respect to t of sine 2t. So here also we have used the chain rule. The derivative of sine 2t is going to give us 2 times cosine 2t multiplied to e raised to the power of sine 2t. Right. So we have obtained the value of derivative of x with respect to t. Well, let's label this as equation number 1, and we have obtained derivative of y with respect to t as well. Now what we'll do, we'll divide 2 with 1. This is going to give us the value derivative of y with respect to x. That means here what we're doing, we take derivative of y with respect to t and divide it with the value derivative of x with respect to t. So this will be equals to derivative of y with respect to t, that's 2 times cosine of 2t multiplied to e raised to the power of sine 2t. This will be divided by negative 2 times sine 2t multiplied to e raised to the power of cosine 2t. Now 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So we finally have derivative of y with respect to x. So this is given by negative multiplied to cosine of 2t multiplied to e raised to the power of sine 2t, whole thing divided by sine 2t times e raised to the power of cosine of 2t. Now if we look at our function, so we have x equals to e raised to the power of cosine of 2t. So that means we can replace this with x, and similarly we can replace e raised to the power of sine 2t with y. So this will become negative y times cosine of 2t, whole thing divided by x times sine 2t. Right. Now we'll again use the fact that x equals to e raised to the power of cosine 2t. We have x equals to e raised to the power of cosine of 2t, and we have y equals to e raised to the power of sine 2t. So if we take the natural logarithm on both sides, so we have natural log of x equals to natural log of e raised to the power of cosine 2t. Similarly, natural log of y is going to give us natural log of e raised to the power of sine 2t. Right. We can use the property of logarithm that states that whenever we have log of a raised to the power of b, that's equivalent to b times log of a. So that means we have log of x equals to cosine of 2t multiplied to log of e, and we have log of y equals to sine 2t multiplied to log of e. Now by definition, log e, that value is always equals to 1. So that means we have log of x equals to cosine of 2t and log of y equals to sine 2t. Now what we can do, in place of cosine 2t and sine 2t, we can replace with this log x and log y value, and this is going to give us, so this is dy over dx, so this will be equals to negative y, so we have cosine of 2t, that will be log of x, divided by x times sine 2t, which will be log of y. So here we have successfully shown that derivative of y with respect to x is negative y log x divided by x log y.